In The Last Hungry Cat, Sylvester thinks that he has done the one thing he has been trying to do. He thinks he has eaten and, of course, killed Tweety Bird. This is the 1961 Warner Brothers cartoon directed by Fritz Freleng, and we have Mel Blanc voicing Tweety, we have June Foray as Granny, and Ben Frommer does the narration. And the narration is quite interesting because it's not that often that a Sylvester and Tweety cartoon has a narrator and has somebody interacting with Sylvester, but it actually works very well because we see Sylvester feeling very guilty and very panicked, and he's starting to feel this really strong remorse. And the narrator kind of talks him through this, sometimes sympathizing with him, sometimes almost goading him. And it actually works very well. Ordinarily, I'm not the biggest fan of narrated cartoons, but I thought it worked quite well. It was interesting to see what would happen if Sylvester ever did capture Tweety. Of course, I'm not going to say exactly what has happened with this, but it's interesting to see that Sylvester has achieved his goal in his eyes, and not everything is what he expected. And some of the things he does are, pretty extreme, but he's definitely, panic's definitely setting in. And there's definitely a different side to him because usually we see him being quite confident and full of himself and certain that he is going to be able to capture and eat Tweety. Of course, when he thinks that this has actually happened, we see a different side to him. I quite enjoyed it when Granny was in it, which was quite brief, but it worked very well. And the narrator, I thought, was a really nice addition. It's not my all-time favourite Sylvester and Tweety cartoon, but I thought The Last Hungry Cat worked quite well, and it's one that's definitely worth a watch.